Clive, are you sure? Can I say anything to change your mind? I could use your help in fighting them.
2 men against a new world order, please. Bringing down communism was child's play compared to fighting this velvet fascism. No, I know when to fold. My cottage will do me just fine.
You've been doing this longer than any of us. I can't imagine you giving it all up, just like that. What are you going to do with yourself?
Don't worry about me, Harry. I'll find better ways to keep myself amused. You didn't need to do this. You didn't need to involve them. They're my sister's children, for God's sake.
We need to make sure we have your full cooperation.
What do you want me to do?
Say goodbye.
It won't even make it to the front page. 10 grand, 10 grand! What's she been smuggling? She shagged a footballer, for God's sake. She didn't find a cure for cancer. 2 grand, non-negotiable, end of story.
How do you want to do this?
As painlessly as possible. But before we do that, I need something from you. Shall we?
Hello? Hello? Clive?
Let's get out of there.
Somewhere among these bright young things is your new field officer, Mr. Carter, and your 4 additional desk officers, Miss Evershed, courtesy of the Home Secretary's timely recruitment drive. Shortlists by tomorrow morning, please. We're getting first dibs ahead of the other sections.
Ugh. 6 languages, a double first from Bristol, and hobbies include kite surfing.
These are the pick of the crop. They had the best scores in the interviews and in the psychometric tests, which our esteemed HR specialist...
Deborah Langham.
...will be with us on hand tomorrow to explain more clearly.
At 9 a.m, actually.
Which will give you plenty of time to sift through the dross to choose which are the most stellar candidates to join our illustrious brotherhood. What?
No, I was just thinking clique or circle might be more inclusive, do you think?
No, I like brotherhood. Anyone else have a problem with my way of expressing myself today?
Harry, you need to see this.
Well, details are still sketchy, but what we do know is that Clive McTagot, a former high-ranking member of the intelligence services, was found dead at his home this morning from an apparent suicide. Mr. McTaggart's sister has confirmed that he had been fighting cancer for the past year and that the pain had become increasingly difficult to bear.
Okay.
Yes.
How well did you know him?
As well as anyone, I suppose, which isn't saying very much. We worked together several times over the years. Although he wasn't exactly the most gregarious man I ever met.
If you feel like you want to talk to someone, I don't have any plans later. You know.
Thank you, Ruth, but I've got to return a few calls. Nothing like a sudden death to bring old friends out of the woodwork.
The Falklands. It's got to be the Falklands.
No, Moscow. He knew what Brezhnev's flunkies were up to before they did.
No, you're both wrong. His finest hour was in recruiting yours truly.
I knew he had to have a black mark somewhere.
To have achieved all that and end up like he did.
Well, that's our lot in life, isn't it? To toil away in the darkness and keep our ever-shrinking realm out of harm's way before withering away in some godforsaken cottage.
I'm talking about his state of mind, his disappointment. We let him down.
Times change, Harry. He fought a different kind of enemy, one that had a face.
You ever get the feeling that the face you're looking for is staring back at you from the mirror?
Hardly. Unless I've come back from some war-torn hellhole with the mother of all towns.
Were you surprised when you heard he'd killed himself? I mean, I know bowel cancer can be extremely painful.
Well, I think once the cancer had spread to his liver, he knew it was a matter of months, weeks even. You knew about that, right?
Of course.
So sorry, Rufy. I didn't know who else to turn to. I'm in trouble.
Why am I not surprised?
If this isn't hugely important, I hope your passport's up to date.
Harry, it's me. Ruth.
Ruth.
Yes.
What time is it?
Late. Look, I'm sorry to be calling you at this hour, but...
Are you all right?
Me? Yes, I'm fine, thanks.
Well, that's good.
Harry, I was just wondering if perhaps you could come over.
Come over. Now.
There's someone I need you to meet.
Oh. You're sure they were British?
Well, put it this way, they weren't Al-Qaeda.
I still don't understand what you were doing there in the first place. I mean, forgive my scepticism, but of all the reporters out there, why would Clive McTagot call a reporter from a tabloid newspaper that has a, shall we say, less than exemplary reputation?
Well, me or the tabloid? He knew I wouldn't back off the story.
And exactly how did he know that?
About 10 years ago, I got wind of a story that he was involved in. The government didn't want it publicised. Yeah, that was when we first met. It took a lot of convincing and cajoling to get me to kill it.
But you did kill the story.
Well, I like the guy. Besides, it wasn't that great a story. And this way, he owed me one.
Tell me what he told you. Exactly.
Well, it's not something that happened.
Call sign.
Zulu Papa Uniform 371.
Connecting you.
Is it done?
No, sir. He's not alone. He's with the spook. You need to hear this.
He said he was getting more and more despondent about the way our political system's degenerated, you know.
The lies, the spin, Iraq, the whole politics of fear thing. Dirty bombs, all the other fantasies this government keeps coming up with to justify their existence, make themselves look like self-righteous heroes. He called it...
Velvet fascism, I know. Although I doubt the people of Manhattan would necessarily agree.
It's Harry Pierce.
Oh, please. 9/11 is the best thing that ever happened to you people.
The line between fear and complacency is a thin one.
But fear's much better when it comes to getting votes, isn't it? Anyway, he decided to let the cat out of the bag. He told me he'd spent the last year writing a book. He said he thought the country could use an injection of hard truths. He told me he wasn't going to leave anything out.
Regardless of the Official Secrets Act. Did he give it to you?
That's what I went out there for. I don't bother. I'm sure that little bestseller's long gone by now.
Must be backed up somewhere. Maybe he emailed it to his lawyer or two.
Forget it. McTaggart was from another age. He didn't even own a computer. He was strictly a pen and paper man. Oh, my Christ. And there was something on the table right next to him, like a big notebook. Black, leather-bound.
You can't stay here.
Why not? I'm safe here. Nobody knows I'm here.
It's out of the question. Tell me you're not carrying a phone.
Yes, why?
Give it to me.
What are you doing?
They could have tracked you to this house. How did you get here?
We're losing our window of opportunity.
I moved to the city. Then I got a tube here. My car is still at his house.
So they already know who you are. Ruth, you can't stay here either.
What do you want us to do, sir?
What do you mean they already know?
Sir.
Am I in danger here? You're gonna protect me?
Sir.
Stand down. Stand down and get out of there.
Understood.
Okay, we need to know who else knew about this book, besides Hicks.
Clive wasn't an idiot. This is not something he would have shared with anyone until it was ready.
Hicks might have. Do you think he might have let others in on his little secret?
No, I doubt it. If anyone knows the value of a great scoop, it's Gary.
Hicks said Clive told him he wasn't going to leave anything out. Now, one line about a sexed-up intelligence report nearly brought the government down. We're not talking about one line here. This is a whole book's worth, straight from the horse's mouth. This is not about some lone spook wanting to stay out of the limelight.
This could be a disaster for all of us, especially now.
I want the bastards who did this, even if they work in this very building. Now use extreme caution and watch your backs. These people have access to the same toys we do.
No. Well, his face was different. Different size. No, his mouth was sort of different.
Different how?
Well, I only saw the guy for a few seconds. I didn't date him, for God's sake.
Sorry.
McTaggart's phone line looks clean as far as I can tell. If they had a bug on it, it's been pulled.
What about his mobile?
That one's trickier. I can't tell you if it's had anything planted in it without seeing it, and given that I don't have access to it.
And there are other ways someone could have been listening in without tampering with the actual handset itself.
GCHQ.
Let me see what I can dig up. We've got a couple of faces to work with. Ruth's figuring out a way of running them through our intel database without raising too many flags. I ran a trace on Hicks's mobile. All the numbers that have been trying to contact him today are on his SIM card's memory, except for this one. They've tried 4 times this morning. You got a name?
Joanna Portman. It's registered to an address in Camden Town. She's not with any of our agencies, and Hicks says he's never heard of her. We took a little uninvited tour inside her home computer. Whoever lives there has been busy Googling our Mr. Hicks.
Look into it.
Where are you going?
I've got some cages to rattle.
Harry. You sure that's a good idea? What if they tried talking him out of it? What if there was no other way?
There's always another way.
What if there wasn't?
Clive McTagot had more integrity than any man I've ever known. I can't let his murder go unanswered. I owe him that.
Clive's death really got to you.
I just hope I don't end up spending my twilight years in bitter disappointment.
I didn't realise you were that close to him.
We were the occasional drink, a meal now and then at his club.
Not that dreary place.
He liked it. Said it was the one place he could trust not to bend with the wind. When he left, he told me he'd finally have time to read and to write.
We certainly had enough material to come out with a cracking novel.
I think an autobiography was more what he had in mind.
Well, that would have been a waste of time. We'd have to leave out all the juicy bits.
Not necessarily. If he really wanted things to come out, we both know it's virtually impossible to suppress anything in this day and age. And Clive had nothing to lose.
Well, I suppose if he was going to write a kill and tell book, he's done us all a huge favour by dying before finishing it.
Roger Thornhill. Cary Grant, North by Northwest, his best role, I'd say. Now use these from now on, in case your old ones are compromised.
You ready? Let's go.
This is Deborah Langham, our recruitment consultant.
Adam Carter.
Fiona, I trust you've drawn up a short list of candidates.
I'm afraid we're going to have to reschedule. Unless you can deal with it. Great, thanks.
It's the one with the blue door. According to the one next door, there are two girls sharing it. Recent grads.
It's my kind of stakeout.
What?
I love a man in uniform.
I'm here to read the gas meter.
No, it's no trouble at all. I'm happy to do it. Okay. Thank you. Bye. What?
Gas meter. Should only take a minute.
Okay, come in.
Big night.
Flatmate just landed a big job in the city.
Lucky her. Is that what you do as well?
Me? God, no. I mean, yeah, it pays really well, but there are funkier ways to earn a living.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. At least you're not cooped up in an office all day, right? And you get to see how messy people's houses are.
Yeah, it's a charmed life.
Whoa!
What do you do for a living then?
I'm a journalist. Well, an aspiring journalist. I'm job hunting.
Oh, good luck.
Thanks. I'm gonna need it if people are gonna return my calls.
Everyone's too busy, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, at least this time they didn't say we'll keep your details on file.
This is pretty serious stuff.
Yeah? I can do gossipy too, whatever it takes.
No, don't sell yourself short.
You think?
Yeah, there's plenty of other people who'll do that for you. I should get going.
This is gonna sound really stupid, but well, I get the feeling that there's a lot more to you than
Just reading the gas meter.
yeah. Sorry, I'm very nosy.
I'd better go.
Meets running.
Yeah, something like that. Waste of time. It's just a kid looking for a job as a journalist. Let's go and check out the McTaggarts.
Brought you some fresh coffee.
Oh, thanks, darling. So what's the news? Have they figured out who they are yet?
We're working on it.
Well, that's it.
That's it. Sorry. What are you doing?
Oh, just keeping busy, you know. Idle hands and all that.
Can I have a look?
No, it's just the usual rubbish. Just...
You're writing about what happened. Are you insane?
Well, what else am I going to do? You can't expect me to sit on a story like this. Oh, come on, Ruthie. This is the story of a lifetime.
Very short lifetime if you carry on like this.
Well, I'm safe here, aren't I?
Of course you are, but I don't think writing about it is part of the deal.
Well, why not? That is what I do. I can't use my phone. I'm not even allowed to call the office. I have to be escorted up to the roof to have a smoke. I am going nuts here. But if I write it, once it's out there, they can't hurt me anymore.
Once it's out there? Just what story are you talking about exactly? You have no proof. You've got no other witnesses. Just think about it. It's nothing more than hearsay.
Yeah, but, you know, once you get to the bottom of it, we'll have our proof, won't we?
I'll get someone to drive you back to the safe house. You'll be more comfortable there.
Gas stream, can I help you?
Yeah, hello. Someone was just here to read the meter, and it's now making this really weird ticking noise. I was hoping you could have him come back and take a look. His name's Roger Thornhill.
I can have an engineer come by tomorrow morning between 8 and 1.
Wouldn't it be easier to just have him come back now? He was just here. He's probably just a couple of houses down the road.
I'm sorry, I can't interfere with Mr. Thornhill's rounds. Will tomorrow morning be convenient?
You know what? Forget it. It's fine. It's fine.
Malcolm.
I just took a call from Joe Portman. It seems that Adam made quite an impression.
I'll let him know.
What?
Seems you have a secret admirer. Doesn't look like there are any mics, no hidden cameras. So they're keeping tabs on him. They didn't leave any calling cards.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. They had a fibre optic in there.
It's not something they picked up at Argos.
Can I double check the number I have for him then? Every time I try ringing, I get this weird tone like his line's been disconnected. I see. Well, okay, how about if I come over and drop my articles off for him?
Oh, this is crazy. Look, take me to the newsroom. If I don't write this story, somebody else is going to write it before me, and that is not going to happen. So let's just call it a day. Take me to the office.
I can't do that. I have my orders.
Not interested in your bloody orders. Just take me to the office.
Mr. Hicks! Hicks has done a runner.
What do you think you're doing?
I can't sit on this anymore. I need to write it. It's the only way to get them off my case.
Is that what you think?
Once it's out there, there's no point in them trying to shut me up, is there?
Of course there is. It'll take them about 10 seconds to wipe out your credibility. Then they'll have you sucking on the inside of a plastic bag, just like McTaggart, because you couldn't deal with a heartache. Come on. Yeah, we've got him. It's under control. All right, see you at the safe house.
It's gonna sound stupid, but I need you to follow that car. The blue Peugeot. Look, my husband's in that car and I think he's cheating on me. I have to know the truth, please. I'll pay you extra. Thanks.
Malcolm, any news? We've recovered some CCTV footage from the entrance gate of a house on the road near McTaggart's. The camera angle covers the main road, and we got lucky. We've got Hicks's car heading there, and 42 minutes later, his car on the way back.
Can you make out who's driving it?
Not really. We're working on enhancing it. There was another car following it closely.
Blue Mercedes?
Precisely. Like the one Hicks saw parked in McTaggart's drive.
Can you make out the plates?
Yep, but they're fakes. They've been cloned off some poor sod's foxhole down in Devon.
Okay, let me know if the enhancements work out, yeah?
I take it we're not talking about boob jobs, are we?
Hey, what a...
Surprise? Coincidence, maybe?
Actually, I was going to say a small world.
So, read any good meters lately? Don't be coy with me. I want to know why you were sniffing around my house posing as a meter reader, and I want to know why you whisked Gary Hicks away from his office and had him
following me?
Look, I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is, I'm guessing it has something to do with some dirt that Hicks has dug up on someone, and I want the story. Who are you, really?
All right. I work for a private security firm. And Hicks... Well, you know Hicks, he has a talent for digging up the muck.
So you're like a bodyguard?
Yeah. Hicks is working on a story at the moment. He's annoyed a few people. So we're just babysitting him until the threat passes.
Cool. I still want the story.
You're too late. Hicks has already written it. It'll be in the papers tomorrow. Sorry. You still did a great job sussing it out there. I'll let him know. I imagine he'll pick up his phone after that. Look after yourself.
I'm off.
I take it your friend is behaving?
Zaf's babysitting him. I think he's got things under control. Harry, do you really think we should be doing this?
What?
These people, they're obviously willing to do whatever it takes to suppress it.
Someone's got to draw the line somewhere.
Yes, I understand that, and I know Clive was your friend, and you can't let his murder go unanswered, but...
It isn't just about Clive's murder, or about the book.
Hicks chose me. He showed up at my doorstep, and there's nothing we can do about that. You can't really think that they're going...
You call me when you get to the safe house.
Right. Taking over from you.
Adam's coming back later. It's all for a worthy cause, though, right?
I'm making some tea.
No thanks, darling. Don't run the presses yet, okay? Give me someone I can dictate it to over the phone. Call you back as soon as I can.
Call sign.
Zulu Papa Uniform 371.
Connecting you. Have you found Hicks?
Yes, sir.
Well, then take him out. There are enough people out there who'd love to see him dead.
What about the officers?
Do your best to avoid collateral damage, but make sure you get him.
down now!
I thought you were going home.
It's Friday night.
Not that I want to encourage this sort of behaviour, but you probably saved their lives.
Guess Hicks has to give me a job now.
Come on, let's get you home.
Wait.
There's more.
There's more. I put my phone in their car.
Hicks is still alive. We had to abort. I'm getting rid of the car now.
Using the signals from Miss Portman's phone, we were able to plot the killer's route to Bermondsey, where we found the car, burnt to a crisp, erasing any forensic clues as to their identity. But it wasn't a total loss. We looked for any other mobiles following the same trajectory and crossing the cells at the same time. We looked for a match with signals coming from the area around McTagot's house at the time of the faked suicide. We found one match. These are the numbers called from that mobile. Whoever these guys were, they weren't big talkers. Now, the last one is the number called from the car after the attempted break-in at the safe house. A number I believe we are all too familiar with.
Call sign.
As you all know, without the recipient's call sign, there's no way of determining who they were actually calling.
You have 2 messages. Message 1.
Zulu Papa Uniform 371. Just hang on. Hicks is still alive.
I must have hit speed dial by mistake when I was putting my phone in their car. And when I got home, I had a 20-minute travelogue waiting for me.
Have you always been like this?
So, do I have to keep calling you Roger Thornhill? Or are you going to tell me your real name?
It's Nick. Nick Harding.
You don't really work for a security company, do you?
Not exactly, no.
This is where you say goodbye and I never get to see you again.
I'm afraid so. You were great. Just try not to share what happened with too many people, will you?
My lips are sealed.
Here's the transcript from Joanna Portman's answer machine. We've got the call sign.
Call sign.
Zulu Papa Uniform 371.
Connecting you. Yes.
It's Woodring.
Just hang on. Hicks is still alive. We had to abort. We took a hit. I know. I'm getting rid of the car now.
You people at 5 really have this obsession with showing off how good you are at sneaking into other people's homes.
Did you try to get him to change his mind?
Do you know anyone who ever managed to talk Clive McTagot out of anything?
Did you try?
Come on, Harry. He had no incentive to be reasonable. He was dying. The cancer had spread to his liver.
You didn't even try, did you? So where does it stop? Clive, Hicks, my people, my team. Good God, Roy. What did Clive have on you that made you completely lose your mind?
Oh, I'm flattered, Harry. Really? You think this is just about me? You think this is about saving my own ass? That's always been your problem, Harry, hasn't it? You've never been a team player. That's why you could never be part of the club.
I don't want to be part of any team that sanctions killing off its own.
Our job, Harry, yours and mine, is to neutralize anything or anyone that can undermine our country's security. Clive McTagot was a clear and present danger. He may have been living in virtual exile, but he still knew the most intimate details of everything that was going on. His revelations would have been devastating. They would have weakened us at a time when we need to be strong. He had to be stopped. You can still make things right. All it takes is one phone call.
You want me to give you Hicks?
He's got to go, Harry. I can do it with you or without you. I want Hicks, Harry. Make it happen.
You're not part of the club. You actually said that.
This complicates things a little. We don't know who they are or how many they are.
Harry, this is getting out of hand. You need to tell the JIC.
Thereby opening a can of worms, which would lead straight to the front pages. We don't need that. Besides, one of them could be on the committee.
What about Juliet? Her cage was rattled. It did the trick.
If only we had the book.
That one, I think.
Well, think carefully. Your life may depend upon it.
That one.
What about the handwriting?
His suicide note.
Is it enough?
Plenty.
Do it.
I'd have preferred to have given Malcolm more time. We don't even know what the original looks like.
And risk another close call like the other night.
You're putting your life on the line based on nothing more than a guess.
I'm going to be late.
I want you to call off the dogs.
What are you talking about?
This.
Where did you find this?
Spoke to Roy Woodring. You were in on it. You had Clive killed because of this.
Are you wired?
No, it's just you and me.
Roy found out about the book. He came to see me about it. We had to do something. He said he'd take care of it. I didn't know he'd go that far.
But you and your little cabal were happy to see him get away with it.
We've all got a job to do, Harry. Sometimes it's not a particularly pleasant one, but it has to be done. Clive was brilliant at what he did. But his job, his duty to you, to me, to the whole country, was to take his secrets and any misgivings he had to the grave. Instead, he chose to stab us in the back.
We're better than that.
You know what's going on out there. We're living in dangerous times.
We're better than that.
We should be. What you going to do with that?
I'll hang on to it. And you will take care of Roy. You'll find some dark rock for him to crawl under, and you'll make sure his path never crosses mine again.
Oh, come on, Harry.
This is non-negotiable, Juliet.
Fine.
You'll make sure nothing like this ever happens again on your watch, and you'll leave Hicks alone.
Since when did you care about a maggot like that?
You'll call off the dogs. This ends here, now, all of it. Unless you want to see this hit the presses.
You wouldn't do that.
Try me.
You can't write this.
I can't not write it.
You can't write it now. If you do, I won't be in a position to help you again, and mark my words, you will need help.
I thought McTaggart was your friend.
We're talking about losing a battle, not a war. This isn't over. And when the time comes, it just might be handy to have you around.
All right, that takes care of the desk officers. What about the field officers' prospects?
7 languages, Zeph. You can't argue with that. Plus, we'd have one less harassment suit to deal with.
They all have pluses and minuses, but we have to make some decisions. What about you, Adam? Adam?
As long as the vetting doesn't flag anything too outrageous, the job's yours if you want it.
You're kidding.
No?
Seriously.
Seriously?
It's not like a lifetime commitment or anything.
No, you do it for as long as you want to. But you've got to want to.
This is insane.
Can you think of a funkier way to make a living?
If you're reading this note, I'm probably already long gone, and not, I suspect, as a result of this dreadful illness. I'm afraid I'm going to have to burden you one last time with this. I only ask that you do with it as you see fit. Yours, Clive.